Hello, Go Horrors and fellow Deadites. I'm Brendan.
I'm Sam.
And welcome to Our Life in Horror.
And we are going to do a review for an upcoming movie called The Damned.
Late one night, when everyone was in bed, there was a knock at the door.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing?
Oh. What's wrong?
Oh, I just thought you were gonna say the upcoming horror movie, and I was gonna say The Damned.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I screwed it up.
No, it's fine.
This is directed by Thorder Paulson, and it stars Odessa Young, Joe Cole, Lewis Gribben, Siobhan Finneran, Francis McGee, Rory McCann, who I believe is from Game of Thrones, Turlo Convery, and Michael O.G. Lane. Runtime is 89 minutes, and synopsis: The Damned, an ominous and chilling thriller, follows Eve and her crew as they come across a shipwreck and are faced with the moral dilemma to either help or prioritize their own survival.
It's spooky.
This comes to UK and Irish cinemas January 10th of 2025. I saw the release date for US was January 3rd, so I don't know if that's on demand or select theaters.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure how it's being released in the States, but...
Yeah, and this is the same producers as Evil Dead Rise?
I believe so.
Not Sam Raimi's company, but like...
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I would assume?
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
Just in the trailer, I believe it says that.
Yeah, I didn't see... I think Sam Raimi's production team is Ghost House.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that title.
I didn't either last
Okay.
night, so...
Okay. So spoiler-free thoughts.
I think it's a good movie. It's a great timepiece. It's good folklore horror.
Mm-hmm.
It's creepy. It's got some... It's very, like, high budget. Like, even knowing it's low budget, it's probably...
Yeah.
It feels high budget.
It's cold.
Oh, extremely cold.
It's cold and very beautiful scenes. Like looking out in the water and stuff with the mountains and the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, it's got spooky imagery. Yeah.
I jumped.
Yeah, you did.
I jumped, and I don't jump often, and I jumped.
Yeah. And I'm a hit or miss when it comes to timepieces, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it's got a story for everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's got a strong female lead anyways.
Yeah, I liked her.
I wouldn't say she's necessarily... She tries to be strong.
Yeah. I think she is.
She's got some decisions to make throughout this movie.
Yeah, she does.
Which actually, like, brought me to, like... I was like, oh, I can't believe that she's in this sort of position for the time period.
We're not going to help them.
Helping those men will put all of your lives at risk, and I cannot do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess because her ex-husband.
No, just her husband died. They didn't separate.
No, I know.
Yeah, so it's not her ex-husband.
No, I can't. You're right. She's widowed.
Yeah, she's widowed.
Her husband, her deceased husband.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, no, they didn't divorce. Can you even divorce in the 1800s?
No, they'd probably kill you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Depends on how the other party felt, but for the most part, I'm sure probably not.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
I did feel like maybe it didn't lag, but I started to get a little sleepy near the end of it. And that just could have been...
We were tired.
That just because of work, right?
Yeah, we were supposed to go see Werewolves in the theater, but we were too tired, so we stayed home to watch this.
Yeah, and there's a couple scenes that I find come out of nowhere. They just kind of happen, and you're just supposed to roll with it.
Okay.
And I'll talk about it, but like I like the scene. It's just that this speech just kind of came out of nowhere.
Okay, we'll talk about that in the spoilers.
Yeah.
Acting was good.
Yeah, acting was great from everybody.
Yeah.
Score was good.
Yeah. It's a spooky little tale.
It is.
It's a good winter movie.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Not a crazy amount of jump scares. Like if there are some, they're earned.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, like when you feel a jump scare coming, there's no like loud music coming.
Yeah.
It's very well done that way. The camera likes to linger on shots, which is nice.
Yeah. There's a little thing about the director here I'm going to read quickly, and then we'll get on to spoilers. Inspired by the West Fjords of Iceland in the 1800s. Sorry, the dam takes place in an unforgiving, almost unlivable setting, yet one that is steeped in immense beauty and turbulent folklore. For director Thorder Paulson, himself a native Icelander, it was this folklore and mythology that led him to develop the idea that would later become The Damned. Growing up in Iceland, family members would often share gruesome tales of ghosts, demons, and evil spirits.
Fun.
Spooky.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check it out when it comes out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with that, we'll get into spoilers for the people that have also seen it either at a festival run or a screener, or if you're watching in the future.
Yeah, however you got your hands on this movie.
Yeah, or maybe it's out by the time you're watching this review. So spoilers.
Okay, so the story thing that I noticed was when they're all drinking at the beginning of the movie, they're all having fun in this fishing village.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very small cast, and the old lady just abruptly starts telling a ghost story.
Mm-hmm.
The story just came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're all just drinking and having a song, and then they started talking, and they made Eve give a speech, and then all of a sudden it's like ghost story time.
I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I got caught up in the story, I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was spooky.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like the story and stuff. There was just no setup for it. It just
it just
happened.
Maybe the reasoning is because, like, it says the director's past, like, family members would often share gruesome tales of ghosts, demons, and evil spirits. Maybe that's what maybe it's thrown in there to show that they do that there. Like, they'll do that when they're all just hanging out, like, and a story will just come. I don't know.
Sam, once upon a time. It'd be like that. It'd be like she's talking about something else, and then I'm going to start my story now.
Okay, yeah, no, I get it. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
I got caught up in the story, though.
I did too. Like, I really enjoyed the story, but I was like, who gave this old lady permission to speak? What's happening? Where was her hand? She did not raise her hand.
Yeah. Okay. I was also confused by the ending. So if anyone related to this movie is watching this review, can you DM us about the last part of the movie?
I know. I was going to rewatch it too, because I did kind of start to doze off for like 10 seconds here and 10 seconds there, and I feel like those could have been like crucial 10 seconds.
Yeah. I was just a little confused as to like why it was a real person at the end, like that she ended up shooting. I don't know. I'm just kind of confused. Were there no ghosts this whole time?
I think that's the idea, is to make it a psychological, right? You never know. Because she wasn't the only person that saw these things.
Yeah, no, I know.
I think it's about these people trying to deal with the guilt of what they've committed, even knowing they didn't really have a choice.
Well, no,
but they still have to live with the choices that were made.
Yeah.
And even at that, they were selfish kind of choices.
They were, but like, if you knew you went out there and you could die, then what's the sense in everyone dying?
I'm saying that they had the opportunity to go save them first, and they denied that choice. And then once the food barrel arrived, they were like, okay, let's go now, and we'll scavenge the shipwreck. And then once they did find out that there were survivors, even knowing there was no room for on any of the survivors on this boat, they had to beat and kill, essentially, to get the people away from it.
Yeah, I thought that kill was kind of bleak on the boat where the guy stabs the girl in the face.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a woman, right?
Yeah, with the hatchet.
Yeah, and then you just see her like floating down. Like that like kind of shook me a bit.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like that, like it was a gruesome kill, but like I don't know, I didn't think that would affect me as much as it did.
Yeah.
That scene creeped me out where all the people were all just like on the rock.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
I think
rock people.
Yeah. That's what I thought too. I thought they were gonna ambush them.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I thought that at first I wasn't sure where the story was going to go. I thought that maybe they might have been like vampires or something like that, or zombies, or who knows where this was going for me at the start. And then I realized it's kind of in the same vein as like The Witch, or kind of like even like The Babadook. Maybe it feels like an A24 movie, like an early A24 movie.
Yeah.
Which I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of really good imagery and like people hunched over, and like you'll know when you see it, but like they could be mistaken for shadows, but it's actually a person and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's some good like whiteout moments too when the storm is so like whiteout, and then all of a sudden there's a person standing there.
Yeah, the bodies looked really gross too, and they washed up, and then they cut those intestines out, and like their whole bodies were white and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They were gross.
The eels popped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent practical effects in this.
There's a tiny bit of a love story because she's kind of having feelings for that other guy, but nothing really comes from it because he goes mad.
Yeah, which everybody does.
Yeah.
I'd even debate to say that she does as well.
Yeah, well, she does because by the end she ends up shooting someone.
Yep.
Thinking it was a ghost.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say before we rate it?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think there's a lot of positives I said about this movie.
What would you rate it?
3.5.
Okay.
So high thumbs up.
High.
Oh,
High. Okay.
high. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat.
Yep.
A 3.5.
Yeah, I think the rewatchability is maybe a little lacking on this movie, but I feel like in a year I'd like to go back and rewatch this in like January or February.
Yeah, the rewatchability for me is low because this isn't really a movie made for my personal taste.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to give it a shot to see if I liked it, and I did.
Yeah,
it's spooky.
it's like trying to rewatch Lamb or something like that. It's like I really got to be in the fucking mood to watch this movie.
Yeah.
But as soon as like you sent me the trailer and I watched it, within the first like 20 seconds, I was like, "Yep, I'm in."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if I finished the whole thing all the way through.
I liked all the characters too. I liked all the guys that were in this fishing team or whatever they were. Fishing.
Yeah, they're a
group.
fishing team.
Yeah, they're all different characters. All have different characters.
Yeah, there's a religious one. There's a big guy. There's like kind of like the pseudo captain, and there's I'm gonna say the dumb one. There's a dumb one in there too.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think of The Damned. If you've seen it, you probably have if you made it this far in the review.
Yeah.
Yeah, comment, like, share,
Subscribe
if you're not. And we also have channel memberships, so you can go check out our tiers. The lowest one is only 99 cents.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.
And always remember
To stay spooky.